late this afternoon, the newspaper, the Virginia Pilot, published this page from Virginia Governor Ralph Northam's medical school yearbook. Here he is. The 3 shots on the left of the screen are of Northam. The people on the left in blackface and a Klan robe and hood are hard to identify. The quote says, "There are more old drunks than old doctors in the world, so I think I'll have another beer." The GOP in Virginia is calling on Northam to resign if that is him in blackface. So,
well, we can confirm that it's him. He just released a statement saying that it is him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a couple things. First, Gillespie's Oppo team is probably like literally shooting themselves like right now. In the foot. And honestly, if you missed this, probably shouldn't be hired again.
Yeah.
But I think he probably should step aside. I'm gonna tell you why.
Resign as governor?
I think he should resign as governor. Give us Governor Fairfax. I'm gonna tell you why. We need to keep the same energy regardless of party. When Republicans do fuckery like this, resign.
Right.
When DeSantis, Secretary of State, had blackface, and look, get him up out of there.
That's right.
There has to be a zero tolerance policy as a culture, when it comes to stuff like this. So I think Governor Northam should resign. Looking to negotiate his exit or whatever. But we have to keep the same energy regardless of party, as a culture.
Absolutely, because we just had the Secretary of State, as you mentioned, of Florida, caught in similar scandal, and he's out of here. So I'm kind of ready for another black governor of Virginia.
I would love to see Justin as the governor of Virginia.
Absolutely.
And I do think that this, the thing that gets me that I don't think we all get is the extent to which racism and blackface and all this is woven into the very fabric of our nation.
Yeah.
Yes, he should step aside, but there's more than that. Just saying step aside there has to be a moment when we sort of say, none of this stuff makes any sense.
Right.
These Confederate flags, the blackface, the killing of our young people. I mean, all of this is connected. The attack on Juicy Smollett, all of this stuff is connected. And so just stepping aside, I would certainly support that. And I agree with you that it's a bipartisan, we shouldn't say it's okay for one and not the other.
Right.
But I think it's more than just stepping aside. It's really about how do we begin to unpack this crap and to make it clear that it's unacceptable when people walk around with these MAGA hats on their heads, talking smack to people, whether it's an elder Indian on the National Mall or one of our beloved actors who stood up for better college, one of our beloved actors who's walking the streets of Chicago.
Absolutely.
So yes, step aside, but more than that. Stepping aside is like putting a Band-Aid on the BS.
Step aside and be sentenced to teach 9th grade civics for the rest of his life or something.
I think of this as a form of
9th grade civics.
You talk about our woven into our history. Thomas Jefferson said, "I fear that God is just." Thinking about the way black folk were being treated in the United States. This has been the deal from the get-go. And I guess I get a little frustrated because I think about what Michelle Obama said. I'm really proud of my country for the first time, and she had to take it back, but she was telling God's whole truth.
But tell you what, I ain't never been proud of my country.
Well, but the point is,
you're also not
that is bringing up a history
You're also not
that we don't want to face.
And it is part and parcel
Absolutely.
of America. You can't tell America's story without it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.